Happy Sunday. So, I'm recording this Saturday morning before the Yankee game, so I don't know anything about this outcome. Reason for that? Well, you and the other guys are going to be over later today, yesterday. And then Sunday I'm having my family party, and, well, don't really have time after now. So I gotta get this done. As for predictions that I've had that's wrong, it happens all the time. I watch baseball, basketball a little bit, hockey, football. I'm always making predictions of who I think might win and go to the playoffs. Way back when the New York Giants beat the New England Patriots in their undefeated season, every team I picked in that playoffs lost. Except for the Giants. For whatever reason, I kept rooting against them, and they kept winning. Which is like, oh, that team will win this game. Nope. So after my uncle saw that every team I was picking wasn't working, he told me I wasn't allowed to root for the Giants. So when it came time for the Super Bowl, I rooted for the Patriots, and Giants won the Super Bowl. And then I did that when they beat them a couple of years later. One of the things I do want to talk about, we've seen in this American League Championship Series that Aaron Judge's bat has finally come to life after being terrible. I do want to say it sounds like another Yankee. Brett Gardner, maybe? Is Aaron Judge a bigger and stronger Brett Gardner? I mean, they both seem to do terrible, and then all of a sudden they get this hot streak, and then they're the savior of the team. I think it's ending up like that. I really do think it is. And as much as I want to say, hey, yeah, let's go for Aaron Judge, my prediction was, when he first came up, that he wasn't really going to do too well. And you told me that Aaron Judge takes time to develop. He usually struggles as he goes up to the next level. And yes, we did see that, and then he does better. But I'm not really too keen on him. I think he's a hell of a player, but I don't think he's really going to go and hit 280 again. I think he'll be 265 and maybe average like 35 home runs a year. I don't think he's the guy for the Yankees. He's not the next captain. On the flip side, I do want to talk a little bit. Things have come up, things have happened. I do want to talk about things I don't really understand. You're a professional player. You're making possibly tens of millions of dollars a year. And yet these guys are just really, really dumb. Like, I'm not saying because they're dumb jocks, but that just might be the case. Because if you have all this money and you're wasting it on stupid things, like, oh, I'm going to buy 12 cars. Why? But when you're blowing this on, like, alcohol and cigarettes and cigars, kids are looking up to these players and they're just wasting their lives. You're in the spotlight. You should kind of control what you have. The playoffs here for baseball are a weird thing. People need to step up and show that they're the leader of the team, which is why the Mets didn't win the World Series against the Kansas City Royals. David Wright did not do that job. I just think, well, I don't really know what to think anymore. There's a lot of blurred lines, and as for your name, though, it's bad luck.